Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today we're going to be drawing a line under the Volvo Amazon. I'm going to be completing this vehicle. So if you remember on the live stream, I think it was August 1st last year, we did the 24-hour live stream and I managed to do about, 18 hours of that. I was plagued with electrical problems. First off, the switch wouldn't work, and after about 45 minutes of tinkering, I just bypassed the switch and then got all the electrics working. Well, unfortunately, during the build, the electrics have continued to dog me. Later on, in some of the later stages, you have to pull some wires out to actually put headlights in and stuff. Just pulling the wires out made the JST plugs come off the end. I was plagued. In the end, I lost my rag and I ripped all the electrics out. This is now going to be a static model. Now, I've only got 5 stages to go. It doesn't mean that if you do get this for yourself that the electrics are going to be bad for you. I think I was just plagued with an odd one. I don't know, but it just frustrated me so much that I just couldn't deal with it anymore. Now, it does look like we're almost finished, which we are. We've got 5 stages to go. I have got to put the bonnet on and the front fenders. I think that's it. I think I've got another wheel to do, which is the spare wheel. But we're going to be finishing that on today's video. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here to the IXO Collection's website. This comes as a full kit, so everything you need will be in the box. But let's, as I said, draw a line under this and finish the Volvo Amazon. So I'm actually going to be starting this stage by putting the front grille on the vehicle with some AM screws there. Going to make sure these headlights are into position here with some DP screws, and then I'm going to be doing a tyre. So let's do this section first. So bringing up the car, you notice I've got my part work upgrade mat here. And this is the grille that's going to be going on. And it's just going to be going on to these sections just here. Now it's going to be held on with AM screws. I have dropped these in oil, so I'll get these in loosely. 4 of these screws, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. And when that's in, it should look just like that. I can put this on the floor because I'm going to be taking the last wheel here. Get these out. Now you will notice in this pack, which is now empty, I do have some clips. I won't be using those clips. These clips here were for the electrics, which I no longer have in the vehicle. And quite simply, once again, it's just a case of pushing one side in through this side here and then lining up the other side this way round, getting everything lined up. I don't need water for this. And then securing that in with some CM screws. And it takes 4 of those, so I'll get all of these into place. And there you go, that's the spare wheel completed, and that's the end of that stage. In stage 117, as you can see here, I've got the cover for the spare wheel. Now this strap is actually going to be mixed with the strap that we've already got in here, which we have for the jack. So it's actually going to come off of that and go over the top of the spare wheel, which is going to be fitting just in here, kind of like that. But I'm going to put that in at the end, so I can leave all of that to one side. Which means now the hardest part of the build, we're going to be piecing the whole car together. Looks like we're going to be using some DM screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the base down and then offer the interior of the car over the top, get this flush, and then I can actually put these screws into place. These are all LM screws that are going in, and then I can start putting the fenders on. Now while this is in this position, I want to put the rear fender on, which is going on here like this. and that's held in with DM screws. Now this is going to take 4 of these. So I'll get this in. So that's now solidly in place. And they also want me to put some LM screws into some little holes that are just underneath the wheel here. Very hard to get into. But they're actually in the wheel arch on either side of the rear here. But a long enough screwdriver shaft should enable you to do that. I'm just going to slide this along because we've got the front bumper to put in now, just on this section here. That's going to go on here just like this. It sort of fits at an angle. And it's going to be held in with NM screws. You can just about get a screwdriver through there. I'll do the other side. Might help if you turn the wheels away so you can get your screwdriver in here. Now I can turn the car the right way round. Looking really good. Let's just shut the doors here. 1, 2, that looks absolutely brilliant. I love it. Now they want me to put the spare tyre in now. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the last bit here, which is the windscreen wipers and the bonnet. So I have the bonnet here, very dusty, even though it's been in a box. And I'm going to put the hinges on, and I've got them all in this pack here. Now the hinges are already made up for us, so as you can see here. Now this has got a notch on this side, so it's going to go on this side just here. I'm going to be screwing that in with some EM screws. You can see by how many screws I've got laid out on my desk here at the moment how many spares you get. You do get quite a few spares in this. But a little bit of oil and I'll get these in. You want these nice and tight because you want that bonnet to sit flush in there. Just like that. And I'm going to put the hinge in on the other side in exactly the same way, like this. Now we're going to be putting this bonnet in place. I'm just opening up the hinge. They basically go on this section just here, once again held in with EM screws. I'm just lining that up. Excellent. And I'll get some EM screws to put that in. And there you go. That's open and closed. Excellent. Now I'm going to finish the trim section now, which is stage 119. I do have some decals to put on. I'll put those on in a second. So they're going into the bigger holes here. So that's one. Oops. Make sure we put them in the right one. And this one here is 2. Next to them, I have the washer nozzles. And there you go. That's those in. Then got the grille to put in at the front here. And when that's in, that should look just like that. I like that. Which means the last thing to do on this build is just to assemble the wing mirrors. So take out the glass, remove the adhesive off the back, and stick these to each wing mirror. Insert the wing mirror into place, and then this just pushes into the side of each door. And as you can see, that's the wing mirrors on. The last thing to do, just put the little aerial in here, and there we go. That's that in. Put the spare wheel in, and that is this build completed. Now if you're a Patreon viewer, you'll know I've got this new feature where I can show things off on my phone. So let me go over to the camera. So there you go. Look, it's driving off into the sunset. But that's drawn a line under that. That build's taken me 6 months, but it should have taken 24 hours. Could it have been done in 24 hours? If I didn't have the electric problems, I'd still say no. And that's because putting the things together is a really fiddly job. And there are some fiddly things in there that does make it a little bit hard. So I reckon 2 days maximum. So I won't do a feat like that again. I think if I'm going to do a 24-hour build, I won't intend on finishing it. We'll just see how far it goes. But you never know. Summer's not that far off, so we'll have to see how it goes. But once again, if you do like how the Volvo Amazon looks, I have put a link in the video description. You can get the whole pack from IXO Collections. But I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.